Hi, Lieutenant Frickley. My name is Muriel Batta. I chose Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as my character-driven leader. How did Martin Luther King Jr. achieve success? He dedicated his life to a cause which he thought would change the world for the better. His values represented positive actions, great intentions, and involvement for a change. These values were love, equality, perseverance, nonviolence, and justice. He grew up in a family where love was central and had lovely relationships with his entourage. Fighting for human rights was critical to end institutional and systematic racism. During tough times, he never lost sight of his goal of a non-racial society. He thought that being nonviolent is not cowardice, but will save many from being hurt or dying. So much can be realized without violence, he thought. And justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, said Martin Luther King in 1963. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. I agree. Freedom, peace, trust, fairness, and honesty were his ethics. Freedom is equality. He protested and marched several times to open the eyes of the world to injustice in America. His protests were peaceful, he advocated for peace, and that's why he was the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize. His followers trusted him because they knew they could rely on him to stand up with them and fight for the injustices that were happening. He was against unfairness. That's why he fought for equality. He went to jail for demanding equality and speaking the truth, as you can see on the picture to your left. Through his historical contributions and achievements that we gain a better understanding of his journey as a leader. Vision, commitment, inspiration, mindset, and clarity were part of his leadership. Having a beloved community where everyone is equal and accepting of others was his vision. He was committed to end racial discrimination. He was an inspiration to everyone that followed him through his actions and determination to freedom. He was determined to do what he thought was right for his family, his people, the world, and himself. He spoke with so much clarity and purpose to gain the trust of his environment. Some examples of his values, ethics, and leadership are these. For 382 days, Martin Luther King led a boycott of public buses to end segregation on buses and the unfairness that were happening. All of his aid protests were nonviolent and peaceful. He marched for equal rights and to end segregation and for equal opportunities for everybody. Martin Luther King organized and led marches for Blacks' right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other basic civil rights. By dedicating his life to his cause, he ended up losing his life fighting for what he believed in. Analysis of Martin Luther King's success. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, "I Have a Dream," touched the hearts and minds of so many people. These 4 words are basically what makes him a true leader. Being an educated man, he improvised this speech, which now became one of the best speeches of all times. His commitment to freedom, social justice, and nonviolence are examples of his leadership. Thanks to him and his beliefs, and for continuing to fight for a better world regardless of the numerous attacks and arrests. Thanks to him and his ethical leadership, his dream manifested, and there are less prejudices and racism now, and the world is no longer separated by race. Thank you for listening.